scholars, this is Jennifer from Ask Scholars, and welcome back to another video on our series of how to get a 36 on the ACT. Today, as the title suggests, we're going to be talking about the ACT essay. So one thing to know is that the essay is actually a separate component of the test. For one, it's not considered in your composite score. It's given its own score out of 10. And this is actually an optional part of the test. And even though it's optional, I would highly recommend that you still take every ACT test with the essay, because most colleges will require the essay and they won't accept tests that don't have the essay portion. But I'm going to give you a quick overview of the ACT essay, and I hope this helps. So for the ACT essay, you have 40 minutes in order to write one essay. And this essay is actually an argumentative essay. And as I'll show later, I'll talk about the whole structure of the prompt and how you can tackle that efficiently. So you are given 3 perspectives, and you can adopt one of these perspectives or you can create your own perspective. And the topics that they give you are typically very controversial, and that's what makes it more of an argumentative essay style. And like I said earlier, you are given a separate score out of 10, and this isn't considered into your composite score. So if you're curious, what makes the ACT essay different from the SAT essay is that you're not doing any rhetorical analysis. This is all, from your pure knowledge and your opinions. And to be honest, I found the ACT essay to actually be the most fun part of the entire test. And I know fun isn't a word you would commonly use to describe a test, but as I'll describe in the next slide, there's a lot of ways for you to really express your knowledge and creativity for this essay. Alright, so some tips that I have for the ACT essay is that it's a lot easier to adopt one of the given perspectives. And I say this, and I'm not trying to, suppress anyone from expressing their own beliefs and stuff, but when it comes to the essay, it's just a lot easier to refute or back up one of the perspectives that they give you, and it's a lot more clear of a grading structure when the readers, actually take a look at your essay. It's a lot easier for them to grade your essay and see what you have on a checklist or not. And if you really want a score of 10 out of 10, which is a perfect, it's highly, highly, highly recommended that you include a counter argument. So when you have a counter argument, you're basically going against the perspective that you chose, and it really shows that you have a clear understanding and analysis of what your perspective means. So if for someone were to, refute your own perspective, you would have evidence to back up, why your perspective is, quote, the best. And if you really want that 10 out of 10, you also need to include sources. And that doesn't necessarily mean they have to be accurate. They don't have to be true, because what many people don't know is that the ACT doesn't actually fact check your essay. So you could say something absurd, but as long as it supports your essay and your point, you will get the points that you deserve. And it doesn't always have to be some sort of official source, but it can be something such as your personal experience. And sometimes if you devote a paragraph to that, it makes a very strong essay. And I'm repeating this again, but definitely include evidence to support your perspective, but you also want to include evidence for your counter argument. So you need to make sure that you're supporting both sides of your argument, and it helps to sometimes look at the other perspectives that you're given in order to really clearly identify what your counter argument is. So now we're going to look over at a practice prompt, and I'm going to show you how to apply these tips and tricks to it. Alright, so right here I have the 2019 to 2020 official ACT practice tests, and if you're interested in taking this test for yourself, I'm going to drop the link down in the description below for you to check it out, and it'd be a really great resource for you to take advantage of. But right here, you're going to see this exact same setup for every single ACT essay that you're going to take, and that's this left page right here. Right there. So it's good to read these directions ahead of time so you don't waste time when you're actually taking this essay. And even though you have 40 minutes, you want to make sure that you have enough time to brainstorm and write your essay. So earlier I mentioned that you're given like multiple perspectives, and it's always going to be three perspectives in particular. So right here they give you like a short, paragraph about what your controversial topic is going to be. And in this example, it's about, the topic of whether it's appropriate for adults to be playing with kids stuff, such as toys and video games. And this sounds like a pretty fun prompt. They give you three perspectives right here. You can adopt one or create your own. I highly recommend like adopting one of these just because it's a lot easier. And yeah, they also give you the directions down here. It's good to read those ahead of time. And one of the biggest things that I would highly recommend for you to do is to really brainstorm your essay. And I know like many people say that they're going to brainstorm like in their heads, but you're given 40 minutes and you could spend like 5 minutes just, clearly laying out your game plan, and that's going to help you so much in the long run. So they give you like this actual space right here, and I always took advantage of the space, and I know a lot of my friends did this, and it helped them so much when they like developed a tree diagram. And everyone takes notes differently, but I think a tree diagram or just any layout that you prefer would help a lot. And when it comes to writing your essay, you can use a 5-body paragraph essay where you have, the first paragraph is your introduction, you see your perspective. Make sure you have a great thesis too, but don't spend so much time on it. And then you want 3 body paragraphs and then your conclusion. But for your 3rd body paragraph, that's usually where you include your counter argument. But yeah, if you use that 5-body paragraph format, you're going to do great. They don't care too much about structure, and don't worry about them fact checking your essay. Just make sure it sounds reasonable and you're going to be set on getting that 10 out of 10. So I hope this video helps you a lot. And if you have any more questions or any specific detailed requests that you would like, you can always drop a comment down in the comment section below, or you can contact us through our Contact Us page on our website, which can be found in our description as well. Thanks for watching, and good luck on the ACT essay.